Ralph and this other boy decided to make an alliance, and they were gonna sabotage the wedding. Damn, that's
And you know who else got a kiss later that day? Your boy.
And he's like, can you wipe my ass? 2, 3, 1. What up, GOOSHLEMS Nation?
Hey!
Ladies and gentlemen, we are not over Google Hangouts anymore.
Whoa! It's crazy.
We are in person. We're in the GOOSHLEMS HQ. AKA Kristoffer's room.
Yeah.
And we have the full cast here today. We got me, Ryan Tocheri, hosting. We have
Ralph, AKA... What was my...
your Tito's favorite.
Yeah.
W?
Oh, this guy just said Tito. That's gross. Oh my god. Okay, my kids are gonna call you Tito Ryan. So it's okay. It's fine.
And it's your boy. Damn, I don't even have a nickname. Kristoffer Bradley Cruz.
I called you Brandon last time.
Oh yeah. No.
We love you, Brandon. And we also have our producer Danielle in the house today.
Yay!
Say something.
She's not gonna say anything.
Okay, fine. Don't say anything.
What a good producer. She only speaks when she has something to add to the... That's actually what producers are supposed to do.
Yeah.
All right.
Something
She
constructive.
just gave a thumbs up off to the side.
She's happy.
Yeah.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it is absolutely amazing to be back here. We're actually in person today.
It's
And
crazy.
it is kinda
I mean, like, Ralph and I technically just live pretty close to each other,
Yeah,
but
like
like,
a block away.
but it's all good. We were waiting for our boy Ryan to come back.
I missed you guys, man.
Missed
We had a
you
good
too.
night tonight. We made burgers before we filmed.
Yeah.
Sir.
Almost burnt the house down a couple times, but that's okay.
Smoke inhalation. That's great.
Yep.
Carcinogens. What are those?
We're a bit loopy right now because
go,
'cause,
go crazy. Ah.
Yeah, I had 3 hours of sleep because I was cramming for my environment exam. So
damn.
that was fun. Yay.
Hey, we're all done first
We're all-
year now.
we're-
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm
Yay.
done first year of film school.
All three of us.
Damn, you had an environment exam at.
Yeah,
In
I
film
don't take a
school?
Science credit.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we do on this podcast, we immediately open up with the questions and the comments we've received over the last week.
Which we've been receiving a lot.
We've received some interesting ones.
Yeah.
So let's get off with the good ones first. Not the Instagram comments. Those are the special ones. We're gonna start off with the YouTube comments on episode 5 of No One's Gonna Listen. So of course we start off with our arguably one of our more frequent commenters, Hanan.
Yes. Hello.
Opens up with, Ryan, you delete that Mia Khalifa diss track, bad SMH.
Hit or miss. I bet he doesn't miss, huh?
He got a boyfriend. I bet he doesn't kiss ya.
Mwah.
Ew, no. And then you're gonna cut to that. I'm leaving.
Oh, jeez. No, but, no, listen, that's a legitimately catchy song, and I said last week I'm absolutely offended myself for having that song on my playlist.
Honestly, like sometimes I catch myself not now because I haven't listened to that song in a long time, but like like the verses, like the "Oh, do you think you are?"
Yo, the dude fucking wrecks it. It's horrible.
Ooh, do you think you are?
Yeah, it's bad.
But
You've been
like,
sucking dick for a foreign car.
yeah, exactly.
Is that actually?
That's
the
how it
song?
goes.
Yeah.
Damn.
Do you know how that beef started?
What was the beef?
Okay,
Oh,
so
between her and okay.
In her and the girl?
Nah.
Okay, because so the girl in that video, her rap name is Young Hijabi or something,
Okay.
and she posted a video of her smoking a joint, and like Mia Khalifa, I don't know if this is true, this is from what I've gathered, she responded to it on Twitter with just like, "You're a bad Muslim" or something,
Oh damn.
and then her response was, "You're a fucking porn star." And that's where the beef came from.
That's actually
Stop playing footsies with me, okay? Fuck.
I've been accidentally hitting Ralph's foot under the table for the past like 2 hours. I'm sorry, Ralph.
2 hours. Yes.
Accidentally. For 2 hours, huh?
Alright, so on to our next comment from Anna Rampe.
Oh yeah.
Who's that?
It's Marina.
Oh shit, right.
It's Marina.
Yeah, that's
backwards.
right.
Marina,
Marina
backwards.
lives on this street. We're gonna put in.
You can go and dox her. No.
Yeah, we don't dox anybody. You ever seen the second title of the episode
Actually,
of the show?
Ralph doxed someone.
Who did you dox, Ralph?
Myself.
You'll see it. I'm pretty sure it's in one of the comments.
Oh.
Someone called him out.
Oh, that's right. I'm just looking at it. I liked that comment.
Okay.
Okay, so Anaram Pay says, "Thanks for the shout out, boys. I'll definitely let you know when I'm dating someone." Because we said when she starts dating someone.
Thank you.
We'll
Thank
let
you,
her
Maria.
know.
I'm sure the fellow will be very
Happy.
yeah,
and,
very
and
very nice. Yeah.
And not lactose intolerant. Fuck Sam. Fuck Sam. I'm kidding. I love you, Sam. She said, also, question, what are your weird hobbies? Weird hobbies that we have.
Weird hobbies.
Listening to Mia Khalifa diss tracks.
Did we ask for questions, or is she just being like...
We ask for questions.
We say questions. No one ever
writes
says questions. Like,
it's always like, yo, Ralph, thanks for doxing me. It's like,
Yeah.
What are...
hobbies?
You don't?
Is playing basketball weird?
no, it's a completely normal hobby.
What the fuck? Who plays basketball?
Ralph does.
I guess I'm weird then. I don't know. What would be weird for you?
I don't know.
What's a hobby for you?
I can't think of any like weird hobbies.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we're...
What? I mean, like the Mia Khalifa diss track. Listening to that.
But even then, that has like how many million views? That's like, I feel like that's a kind of not like
Some
mainstream,
shit.
but it's known.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I'll have to think about that.
Yeah, you know, we'll get back to you.
We'll get back to you. Maybe in another episode.
Yeah, maybe in another
We'll bring
episode.
it back up.
So Faye, I don't know your last name. I'm sorry. I don't know how to pronounce it, and I don't want to butcher it. I can barely say my own last name. Tocheri. So Faye says, reach Chris's unfinished basement.
Hell yeah.
Chris's basement is located at address in the
Just a little anecdote. When I first called the guys to start the podcast, they were like, "Yo, Chris, you kind of look like you're kidnapped right now."
He was sitting in like you were cold too, you said.
Yeah,
you were like
it was
sitting
hella cold.
shivering in a basement that's like surrounded by boxes.
Yeah.
You ever seen Room?
I was actually tied up. Oh, Room starring Brie Larson.
Yeah. And Jacob Tremblay.
Oh, I love that guy.
And Tommy Wiseau, what?
What? Mark?
You got a boyfriend, but anyway. Our next comment comes from Jessica,
My friend.
who says, "Yo, Ralph, why'd you dox me? Ralph, would you care to speak to why you doxed?"
Yeah, why'd you dox her?
I was just trying to promote her little, indie thing.
A little radio show.
Can I speak on that? I feel like we should just give a promo to the 5 people that watch this shit.
Ralph, last week we had 101 people view this.
That's 5 people. That's like 1/5 of a way to a tree.
That's true. We were
Dang.
1/5 to a tree. So get to 500 views, and we will think about planting a tree. And if we come to the conclusion that we will plant a tree, we'll make sure to vlog it for you.
Yep, that life.
New vlog coming next week. Actually, I think we.
Yeah.
You guys are putting a fucking
Oh,
time
no,
limit,
okay,
man. The fuck?
Okay.
Wow, my producers are kind of shaky, guys. Fuck.
Well, new vlog coming at some point then. Next week. It better be fucking done next week.
Gang, love Ralph. He's so nice, but when he's fucking slow, I'm gonna break his thumbs. Anyway, our next comment is once again from Hanan, who
Wow.
writes
She commented twice on the same video.
3 times. This
Whoa.
one's actually directed at Ralph.
Whoa.
Me?
Poison me, daddy.
Huh? Wait. I need to see that.
No, she's wrote poison me, daddy.
Oh, so
Oh,
Now, I don't
that's
know-
obviously me.
Now I don't know who she's commented to, but we don't. Why are you looking over there? There's no camera there. The camera's there.
That's what daddies do. Just fucking look at nothing.
So the
Yeah.
next comment that she posted was at whiteboy69.
Hmm.
Who's your BFF number 1, excluding the hashtag GOOSHLEMS boys?
I think Ethan.
I mean, no, Danielle.
oh yeah.
Our producer Danielle.
Yeah.
We should have next week. We should have a Danielle cam. Just like-
It's just her going like this.
yeah. No, it's you, Hanan. I love you.
wait. It's pronounced Hanan?
I thought it was Hanan.
There are several. Okay, she's
Wow.
told me that like there are different. She was like, my family calls me one, but then my family's call my other like my friends call me another. I don't know.
Well, Hanan or Hanan, thank you for commenting.
I think you're catching up to Austin for most comments.
Yeah.
Speaking of Austin,
Ooh.
Ralph actually tied me to set. Wait, what the hell?
Huh?
Ralph actually tried to set me aside because he's sick of leaving a comment every week. Y'all ain't slick.
I tried to set him aside.
Yeah, you tried to like.
Oh, because I missed him.
Yeah, you missed
for
his
some
comment.
reason, and then you just brought it back up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Austin. I'm sorry, Austin. Like, you're our number one fan, so like we can't like.
He really
We
is.
can't set you aside.
Danielle just looked over and just shook her head.
Producer Danielle is our number one fan.
Yep.
Thank you, Danielle. Followed, of course, by Sam Kitakella. How dare you shout me out? Take it back.
But
Sam lives on. And then some
123 Sesame Street.
Anna Rampay responded to
Whoa.
that.
Wow. What a
Boy,
coinky
you
dinky.
wish they shouted me out. Then she goes, peasant. Further proving Marina's one of my favorite people on the planet. That was excellent. And then we got
on the pleasant.
a fucking weird one next.
Oh, who?
Fucking Ethan.
Oh, that's crazy.
Pancakes like I? And then that's responded from Bridger Bear.
Who?
Huh?
Bridger Bear.
Who is Bridger Bear?
I don't know.
Oh, this is interesting.
I like pancakes. And then they immediately responded with a pancake emoji.
Wow.
Besides, love you guys. Keep up the good work. Never stop.
Well, thank you,
Bridger Bear, if you want to DM us with your identity, you want to come on the show, let us know. You're more supportive than anyone else we've had on here before.
Who is Bridger?
I'm waiting to see if producer Danielle responds. She's giving me an angry look. Okay.
Wait, is Bridger Bear like a meme or is this?
I don't know. It's just an account that says Bridger Bear.
What's the profile pic?
Nothing.
Damn.
It's like the stock YouTube.
Who? Damn. Guys.
No, I'm just
Bridger Bear, respond, please. We'll send you. You know, if Bridger Bear responds. Okay, we're gonna put my Instagram here. Bridger Bear, I want you to message me on Instagram. If you do that, we will lower the threshold to 200 views to think about planting a tree.
shooting a shot at Just DM me, you know. Like,
I need proof that this is Bridger Bear. Speaking of Instagram,
Whoa.
here's some Instagram.
Well, that was a good transition.
So we wrote on our story yesterday, at GOOSHLEMS,
Follow us.
we said, send us some messages or some questions for us to talk about on the show today. This chair is really squeaky.
It is very squeaky.
So, of course,
just the headphones.
No, you
Of
can
course.
hear it.
Austin responded
Austin.
by saying, it's not healthy to stay up this late, in reference to us
Posting
posting this at like 1 in the
It was
1
like,
in the morning.
It was like 12:40. It wasn't
Yeah.
1 in the morning.
So Austin, my only response to that is you were up at the same time too, so
Bad. We're just
it's
trying
dangerous.
to
It's
promote.
not healthy to stay up that late.
We're
Austin.
just trying to promote our show, man.
Yeah, right.
We're just trying to promote this
agree.
podcast.
We should like appease him though, like Hitler, because he's our fucking. He's like,
What?
Huh?
you know the
What?
appeasement of Hitler.
No.
Learned that in grade 10 history.
Oh
I
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I know.
No, I don't remember that.
It was kind of just let Hitler do his own thing because they thought if they let him do everything, it would avert a war, and then he used that
Yeah.
No, we
that
love you,
leeway
Austin.
to start a war.
Just
So
let Austin do what he wants.
We love you, Austin. We love you.
Austin, we love you very much.
Yeah.
Ethan wrote, "Watch the video I sent you of my John Lennon impression. I watched that. It's distasteful." Next, Hanan said, "White Boy 69.
Wow.
Who's your favorite host, Ralph or Chris?"
Oh shit.
Danielle. Danielle's giving me another heart.
Subversive.
So then we get to the two best comments we received this week. Because they're the ones I looked at and I went, what the fuck? Gaetano wrote, "Daddies? GOOSHLEMS? That is all." Then Indigo said, "Okay."
Thank you. I haven't seen Indigo in a very long time.
I've never spoken to Indigo, so.
Yeah. He's a narc.
Whoa, what was that? Anyway,
Yeah, so
Let's,
onwards. I'm not trying to get arrested here.
we got some we got some points to bring up today.
Oh.
So if you guys watched the post-credit scene of our episode last week, Ralph said he had no topics. And you know what? That worked out really well. So we're going to see what happens if we do have topics. People seemed to really enjoy last week's episode, especially the discussion of Fully Alive After Dark.
that was like the best last 10 minutes of the
That
podcast.
was one of the best discussions we've
Yeah,
ever
it
had.
was. And I'm like, damn, that all happened in like the last 10 minutes.
Honestly, I think that last week was one of the funniest episodes we did. Between that and the tree conversation.
Would we have like laughed that hard at Fully Alive type jokes though if it wasn't like 2 a.m. in the morning?
I don't know. I like to think we would have.
Did you just say 2 a.m. in the morning?
Okay, I'm running off 3 hours. I had an environment.
Ralph went to sleep at 6 a.m. in the morning, dude.
Literally.
So,
Fucked.
going off of that, you have any, like, weird elementary school stories? Like, things you want to bring up? Because I got a hell of a lot of stories of me going to private school. I got some...
Oh, damn. Yeah, you went to private school.
I went to a private Christian school.
Damn.
And then I went to another private, like, Latin-type school afterwards.
What's he in the private schools? What the hell?
I don't know, ask my mom. So, I could get us started with one, and then we can open up the floor.
Yeah.
So I'm hiccuping. I apologize for that.
Yeah, no, I'm getting like weird like mouth sounds. We just ate before this.
Yeah, we just ate before this.
Just hear.
We ate possibly undercooked burgers. We don't know yet. If we have tapeworms tomorrow, that's what happens. I'm looking over to Steve, see if Danielle's worried. She looks worried. Anyway, one of the most like vivid memories I have of elementary school. So I should open up by talking about the private school.
Mm-hmm.
So the Christian private school I went to still exists.
Mm-hmm.
Weird fucking place.
I mean, if they like tore it down, then that would be weird.
This school, their whole philosophy was like keeping the Lord in our hearts,
In our education.
I was 3 years old when I started going to that school.
Mm-hmm.
Ripe old age. They made us do. Come on, you're 3. What are your top priorities when you're 3?
A, B, C, D. Oh, never mind.
Your 3 top priorities: Father, the Son, and the Holy That's what it's supposed to be.
That's a good point. He is risen.
Yeah.
A few days ago, he rose.
Yeah, it's Easter.
It's Easter Wednesday. In a few minutes, it's gonna be Easter Thursday.
Yeah.
So, they taught us at a very high level. We were doing like double-digit addition when we were 4.
Whoa.
And you know,
That's intense.
dude, I was doing like this like next level shit when I was 4 years old, and I'm still the stupidest fucking person. Like I do 4 + 4 on a calculator, like just to make sure it hasn't changed. Anyway, one of these days I'm gonna do 4 + 4 and it's gonna be like 17. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck?
Damn, they changed it.
They changed it. Dude, it's because they added DERF. One,
It's an iCarly
2,
reference.
3, 4. Was it 5, 6, 7? DERF 8, 9, 10.
Dirfty one.
DERFty 1.
We should
DERF.
have like random dancing on this.
Random dancing.
It's just like Mia Khalifa.
Hit or miss. I remember one day we were like at like the like the train station, and as the train came in, Ralph just went "Gimme!" as the
And I took my shirt off and I ran down the platform. Yeah.
Did you see that tweet of the people of like the 2 British dudes fighting in their backyard, and one of them was like shirtless
No.
with his hair spiked up, and everyone's like, "Fucking gimme, dude!"
Yo, you said Durf, and I thought you were referencing Fred the movie.
Oh my god!
If you remember that Nickelodeon original film.
Isn't John Cena his dad in that?
Yeah, dude, John Cena's in all 3 of them.
They capitalized off Fred so hard and they fucking killed his career.
Right?
That's
Dude,
insane.
He's not even like close to being relevant anymore.
If he didn't
Yo,
sell
shout out to you, Lucas Cruikshank.
Yeah, if he didn't sell out, he would have been still up there.
Can you imagine? Like, he was like in the alternate universe where like he didn't sell out. We're sitting here and we go, guys, Fred uploaded a new video. And then you just hear on the podcast like really snuffle. Hey, it's Fred! Oh my god.
Dude, I watched like his video of like how they made the movie, and he said the entire process of making the movie from like when they're in like starting development, when they pitched it to him to when it released, it was a 10-month span. And I'm like, what?
Is that pretty short?
That is very short.
So pre-production, which is like pitching it, starting to write it, and remotely thinking about actors can take like up to 2 years.
So
And they did.
Condense that.
They did,
Extremely.
and then it's
They did everything.
up
They
to, then it's what, like
It's a
maybe
fucking Fred movie. I'm sorry.
then what? It's maybe like 2 months to shoot at most.
yeah.
Couple like 8 weeks usually.
John Cena came in for 1 day.
Really? And just record
I actually
everything?
I don't know for sure, but like honestly, the parts that he's in, like it seems like he's in for like he was there for like a day, which is fine. Like, and he was in all 3 of those movies too, so, which
So
is
3 days combined.
Fred movies?
Yeah,
yeah.
there's
There's
a trilogy.
It's Fred the movie.
Fred goes to camp or something.
No, that's the 3rd one. Night of the Living Fred.
Jesus Christ.
And Fred 3 Camp Fred.
Fred 3 Camp.
Can you imagine going to camp and a bunch of counselors come up and go, Camp Fred!
I'm tired, man. That's just funny.
It's not even that late, guys. Like
Can you-
it's late, but like it's not as late as
Can
the
you
last
imagine like other camps from other things? Like Camp Gimme!
time. No, but the funniest thing, the girl who plays Judy in the first one.
Oh, it's the girl from Victorious.
No, it isn't.
I
That
forget who
no.
it is.
So
Wait, is she like a staple Nickelodeon actor?
no. So Pixie Lott is like a British singer.
Oh, I kind of, yeah, I think I know. What you
Yeah, and I was watching Lucas Crushing's video, and he was like, "Yeah, after the first movie came out, her management told her to never appear in another one, so that's why she wasn't in the second and third one."
That's amazing.
And Jeanette McCurdy
Oh my god.
played a character named Bertha in the first one,
Oh, I remember.
and she was replaced by Danielle Monet or someone from Victorious
Yeah.
in the second and third one. Because I presume that she also did not want to partake in a Fred
Well,
the movie
I think
sequel.
that was around the time she had problems that arose.
Oh,
Her like nudes got leaked or something.
Oh. I actually didn't know about that, but sorry. Sorry.
Anyway, so my private Christian school.
Yeah.
During our, I don't remember a lot of this. Granted, my mother was just like, that school was fucked, yo, and I'm like, was it fucked? And she was like,
Why'd you sign me up for it, Mom?
So, she told me that I got math homework when I was 4. When I came home. And this is like when you're learning the ABCs, dude.
Right.
Maybe 1 + 1. That's like the concept of 2 1s make a 2, and you're like,
Jeez.
I still remember the moment I figured out that 2 2s make 4.
Damn.
I don't
It's
know
like
why-
if you do this, you do this, you put it together.
Do you know how I learned that? It's because for Christmas.
Stop. Yo, that's how Ryan would have learned math.
2x.
Like Mark Hamill comes out, he's like 2 + 2.
makes 4, and I'm like, the force is fucking with me. I had Wiggles dolls, like dolls of the Wiggles, and I got 2 a day, or 1 or 2 a day leading up to Christmas. So I got like 1 on Christmas Eve. Was the red one. It was my favoriteest thing. I remember like playing with it, like
Yo,
in the car.
Yo, how is Jeff not your favorite one?
I mean, it was my favorite thing because I got like, oh, Wiggle doll.
Oh, okay.
And I
No,
was
that's-
like playing
I'm
with
joking.
it. And I remember the next day for Christmas morning, I got Greg, the yellow Wiggle, and I was
Whoa.
like,
That's the main man right there.
Yeah, that was the main man.
I got 2 Wiggles,
Jeez.
and then I got 2 more Wiggles that day. I
Yeah,
got
that's
the
four.
blue one and the purple one, and I went, I got 2 Wiggles now. I got 2 Wiggles after. That's 4.
Damn.
And that was how 4-year-old Ryan figured out that 2 + 2 = 4.
Wake up, Jeff!
And then he did his like. Right? Okay, dude,
Yo, Jeff
What's
was
the Asian one?
yeah. Jeff was like the first Asian person I saw in the media. like shout out to Jeff, man.
Have you ever looked up like I think there was a documentary about the Wiggles.
Really?
Do you know how fucking rich those guys are? Specifically Anthony, the blue one, the one that like ate everything.
Didn't he stay?
Yum,
He
yum.
stayed on the show though, right?
Yeah, he's still
Isn't he
there.
still on? Yeah, he's still. On.
And he always wears long sleeve shirts because he has fucking like like tats
His
going all the way.
sleeves.
Jeez.
2 sleeves.
Damn, yo, Anthony goes hard.
Dude, and Anthony's...
I was about to
dude,
say Anthony's hard. I don't know if I misheard that.
No.
dude, Anthony, but like, dude, they're fucking loaded. Like, I watched this thing. So,
Yo, they do
Jeff,
concerts and stuff.
Jeff and Murray.
Oh,
This is a
Murray.
wild thing. I've been wanting to talk
Yo,
about
are
this
they
with
like
someone.
60?
Yeah,
They're old.
They're like in their 50s.
Oh.
Although, granted, a lot of them have had health problems. Like, Jeff had a heart attack a few years ago.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
And then Greg, I think, had like some like fucked almost. Like, I think it was like something related to cancer. It was like he had like a tumor or something. And then Murray was just like, fuck this. And he was like, basically, it was one of those things where like, so Jeff and Murray, I think, knew each other because they were in like an Australian pop band in the like mid to late 80s.
Yo, Wiggles is a pop band.
And then, but they all knew each other. So Anthony and Murray like knew each other from like college or something, and they started like a 2-man band there. And then they knew Greg as well. And basically, what ended up happening is afterwards they were like, "There's a lot of money in children's entertainment," so they started the Wiggles, the 4 of them. Actually, there was 5 of them originally, I think.
Damn.
Like,
Yo,
there was like a
that's how you
green-
make bank.
There was like a green Wiggle, and then he dropped out because he didn't like. I think it was something.
There's
like
a
that.
green Wiggle?
And he like dropped out in 1993 because he was like, I
Wait,
can't.
they've been allowed. What? 93.
Yeah, like 90s.
Shit.
They old, man.
I'm gonna check.
They old.
Wait, so do they like recycle their members like the Power Rangers do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. There's like a girl now, and like,
Oh, that's sick.
That's some
dude, the
inclusivity.
inclusivity of them is like incredible.
Well, they always only have one minority because now they have a girl, but they have no Asian guys. They
Okay,
have no,
so-
like, Asian people, so
Let's go through. So,
3 white men and a minority.
1991 is when they started.
Wow, damn.
So Jeff is 65.
Hey.
Murray is 58. Greg is 47.
Whoa.
What?
He looked old. He looked like the oldest.
So wait, Greg was like
Actually,
20.
no, Murray looked the oldest, but still, yeah, he was like.
Greg was like what 19 when they started. What the?
Damn.
Is that a mistake? That has to be a mistake.
How old is Anthony?
I think Anthony's like
Wait, let's get these colors straight. So Jeff is purple, right?
Yeah.
Anthony's blue.
yeah,
Murray's red.
yeah, and Greg's
Greg's
yellow.
Mhm.
And then the green one's just out of there.
The green one pieced out.
Yeah. So I don't know if he was actually Greg. Okay, so Anthony, dude, it gets actually really messed up. So a lot of Anthony's like money from the Wiggles,
Mhm.
I think goes to a charity he has
Nice.
Hey, that's good.
because his son has diabetes or something, and it goes to like a diabetes charity.
Mhm.
And he has like a really bad back problem, and he has like I think he's like diagnosed depression.
Damn.
So he like basically he apparently like Anthony's like a legitimately apparently all the Wiggles are like legitimately cool dudes.
Well, I would expect that.
There's a really I think Vice or something did a documentary on Jeff.
Of course, there's.
And Jeff is like a fucking cool dude, man. He's a very like down to earth and humble guy, and he had like a heart attack, and like basically when he like almost dying brought like life into perspective for him. I'm like, this guy's a fucking Wiggle, dude. He's like talking about like the meaning of life and shit.
Yo, the Wiggles know, man.
I went to a Wiggles concert when I was 5 or 6.
Wiggles
classic.
sold out at the Air Canada.
Dude,
Center.
honestly, that's what it was.
Air Canada Center.
I think it might have been Air Canada Center. And like,
Okay, maybe it was like Cops Coliseum or something.
I don't know, dude. And I went, and it was packed with kids, dude.
Dude,
And I remember like not,
Wiggles went off.
dude. I remember not fucking having it, dude.
Huh?
I was like, I remember there was a part where like Murray was like, "G'day, kids, get out your guitar," and like, and all these people were like, "Come on, Sammy, get out your guitar and play with the Wiggles," like their air guitars.
Fuck. That brings back memories.
And I remember my mom being, "Ryan, here's your guitar," and shit. And I just went, "No." like this shit's like below me. And then I remember Jeff running around like the stage and waving to the kids and shit, and I was like,
No.
and I was like, and I didn't say no. I was like, "Fuck this."
you sound like the kid from Shrek 4.
Oh yeah.
Do the roar.
I love you, Daddy. At least say that too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do the roar.
do the roar. Do the roar, Daddy. That's weird.
That's I'm gonna kink shame you right there.
If
Ryan.
I had $1 for every time a girl's Tinder bio I've seen is you
Do
can't
the
pick
roar.
your no, that's my Tinder bio. Anyway, that was bad. Did you hear what I said, Ralph?
Do the roar.
No.
Your Tinder bio.
Yeah, for them anyway.
Oh,
Wait, what? Okay, I'm too sleepy. Whatever.
no.
I just know some.
It's all good. It's all good.
Anyway.
From your Tinder.
No, if I had $1 for every girl's Tinder bio that said you can't choose your father, but you can choose your daddy, dude, I'd be fucking rich, dude.
Huh?
I would also be rich if every girl I've seen whose bio was just, I just want someone to jewel with. I'd be rich. Anyway, so my Christian private school.
Yeah.
You haven't gotten to the point yet.
Because we keep getting sidetracked.
Yeah. Tell you all the wiggles. Okay.
Oh, the
Go
wiggles.
on, Ryan.
They sent me math homework. And my mother, it was like a word problem. I'm 4.
Yo, that's going like hard.
They send me a word problem. Chris, what do you think that word problem said?
Find the circumference of the earth.
No. It said, Mary and Joseph rode into Jerusalem. They wanted to stay at an inn. It cost 15 sickles. Mary and Joseph only have 7 sickles. How many sickles do they need?
I'm trying to do that math in my head right now.
I'm 4.
Yeah, it is 8.
I'm 4 years old, dude. Dude, I'm 4, and I'm just like, I'm gonna watch the Wiggles when I get home. And then,
Dude, that's sick.
they're making us do this shit? Dude, first of all, the correct answer is they don't have enough. They have to have their kid in a fucking barn. But
That's the true story. That's what did you write that down?
no, because I was like, fucking Wiggles, dude. Like, it's messed up,
How are
man.
they like regulated? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, what standards are they putting on?
It's a private school. Private schools don't have any standards.
Exactly. So I don't know how that gets like checked and shit.
You want to know what's worse? My second private school. But I want to open up the floor to you guys. Have you guys had any weird elementary school experiences?
I feel like
I
I can think
can't
of some for
say it.
Ralph, but like
Can you say it for me? Because like I don't want to.
Once we held auditions
So I-
for our movie.
So I remember I remember in like I think this was 3rd grade. When a girl that Ralph had a crush on at the time was getting married to another boy in our grade.
Bro, I think I remember. Oh,
So Ralph
jealous as shit. I think.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember what I did here though.
Ralph
I just
I
imagine
remember-
Ralph being like,
I just remember like giving her like the biggest, cause like you know how like in elementary school you'd give like Valentine's on Valentine's.
Oh
Day?
yeah.
Yeah, I had like Wizards of Waverly Place ones.
oh
or
my
something.
god.
And like you know how some of them would vary in size. I gave her like the biggest one.
Oh,
Dude,
And I
that's
put
how
a-
you
I put a kisses on it. Like,
Damn.
Nobody else got any kisses.
oh,
She
okay.
did, though.
That's...
Damn, that's a
And you know who else got a kiss later that day? Your boy.
Really?
Right on the cheek.
Whoa!
So, it fucking worked.
Dude, that's crazy. I didn't get kissed until I was 17.
But continue with your story, Chris.
I mean, it's technically your story, Ralph.
Tell my story. Tell his story.
Well-
history.
History.
Because I don't know where actually.
Ralph's
don't
story.
remember this.
Well, Ralph, who was he was very jealous at the time. And he and some other boy who also had a crush on the same girl. Ralph and this other boy decided to make an alliance, and they were gonna sabotage the wedding.
Wait, who was the other dude? Oh, just tell me after.
Yeah, I'll tell you after. But
Wait, I'm getting confused now.
but
Wait, who was the guy that she was getting married?
one of our friends at the time, actually. Yes.
But who was the alliance man?
I'll tell you after, fam.
Can you not just go like say like?
No, I'm
We
not.
don't wanna
we're,
dox
we're
anyone.
recording. We're not trying to dox anyone.
Why
These
is my
people
memory so shit?
These people still live in our hometown, potentially.
Ooh.
Oh, and I feel like that doxed some people, but like it's all good.
Oh no, it docks the 20,000 people that live in this
No, but so I don't know what happened. I don't think they actually ended up sabotaging it. But I think everyone
I was such a hater. Oh my God.
yeah, Ralph. everyone was like egging them on like in the wedding and like really annoying them to the point where the guy who was getting married, the groom, was like, "Okay, the wedding's off, guys."
Yeah, I remember this. And then people were like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!" And then people were like going to like to the bride, and she's like, "Are you okay?"
It's like the ending of Spider-Man 2, where she runs out of the wedding.
Yeah, it's all coming back to me. I just don't remember who this man is.
So that was some third grade
I have a
drama.
similar experience. I was a bystander to this one, but someone was getting married in my grade 4 class.
Whoa, yo, everyone getting married.
These child marriages.
So I remember. So basically, this girl had a crush on this guy. We'll name him Brent. So Cindy was into Brent. So Brent's best friend was Jim.
Wait, this is at Jofa?
Yeah.
Yo, don't fucking dox people.
Ralph.
Wait. Oh, okay. Can we just like bleep it?
No, it's okay. You don't know what that means. So yeah,
Who's our
skip
producer?
Yeah, our producer went to school with me.
I don't think our producer's listening. So
Anyway, so let's go back to talking about Danielle. Anyway.
Bye. Okay. Bye.
Hello.
So, Jimbo, our boy.
Jimbo.
I thought it was Brent.
No, Jimbo.
This is
Jim was the
Jimbo's
friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he was like, I really wanna get with this girl. Oh, no, he wasn't like that. I'm an idiot. I'm so sorry. So, I apologize. Jim was in contention to be the best man at the wedding.
Oh. Damn.
In contention.
Wait.
Not even like clear cut. Like,
Along with
a fight for my.
So basically, Brent had two best friends. It was Jim and Sam.
Wait, can't you have best men though? Like you don't have to have one, right?
So there was a best man and there's
and then
groomsman.
groomsman.
Oh, okay. I don't know how these.
You choose one dude as your best man. And
So dude, this is what happened. Jim was like, I really wanna be your best man, Brent. And then Sam was like, I also really want to be your best man.
Whoa.
And then Jim says, I've been your best friend for like 7 years, dude. Like it has to be me. And then Sam goes, I'm also really close with you. And then Brent goes, Sam, you're gonna be my best man.
Oh!
And then this is exactly what happened. I swear to you, these are like 10-year-old boys, dude. 10-year-old boys who have way more important things to be doing than this. And then this is exactly what happened, dude.
Do they though? Whatever.
Brent says, Sam, you're gonna be my best man. Jim just goes, Brent, we're not best friends anymore.
Oh!
I was like,
shit.
Wait, you were just a bystander.
I was a bystander
Are
to
you
this
just
dude.
like?
I was like,
Are you Jimbo?
I was invited to the wedding, and I remember just sitting there being like, what? So, dude, the wedding got called off, and I remember Cindy being like, the wedding can't be called off, and she was like, in her like, fucking like Bratz t-shirt.
Oh my god!
Wearing her fucking like Claire's like headband and shit. like the wedding isn't gonna be called off. Just pick a best man. And then, dude, he was just like, Jimbo was just like, we can't be best friends anymore. This has completely ruined it. And dude, he just stormed off.
Yo,
And this dude, the strongest friendship in history was broken.
What's it called? You know what else broke a lot of friendships? Do you guys have American Idol at your school?
Oh my god! Holy shit!
Kind of, yeah. Wait.
Like singing contest at lunchtime? Yo, especially at like
you
guys have that?
fucking indoor recess. Yo, I know you were in it.
Danielle, come on.
I know you were in it.
You know, Danielle, come on.
We're gonna have Danielle on as a
won.
special guest next week so that we can.
I'm not even kidding. I want to get like a Danielle cam of Danielle on her laptop, and then every so often she looks up and like waves.
Yeah. But yeah, people would like plant like fucking judges, like their friends as judges, and like make alliances too.
Oh, dude, I gotta go. Okay, go on. I'll have something to add to that.
Yeah, no, continue, Ralph.
No, but yeah, like I don't know. It was just like the most corrupt thing ever. People would like, man's like,
It's like some government type
yeah,
shit.
dudes would like rate girls on purpose, like because they like them and shit. Chairs were thrown.
Whoa, yeah, dude, some kid. Oh my god, they were literally like they were chasing each other around the room, and this kid freaking picked up a chair and launched it across the room, and like it almost hit the other kid, and he like just dodged it. It was crazy, and then like I remember the teacher walked in like almost immediately after.
Ladies and gentlemen, we here at GOOSHLEMS do not condone chair throwing.
No, don't fucking throw chairs. These two people were best friends too. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, weddings in American Idol just ruin 10-year-old lives, I swear. You know what we had at our school? Producer Danielle, do you remember we used to have popularity votes at lunch?
I don't think we had.
Yo, no, we didn't have that.
At lunch,
that's fucked up.
Dude, at lunch,
I fucking hate
yo, just like
no, dude. At lunch, someone would get up at the front of our like portable, and they would go, "Raise your hand if you like producer Danielle," and then people would fucking raise their hands. Do you not remember that? And then someone would be like, "Raise your hand if you like host Ryan," and then like a few less people would put their hands up, and then they'd be like, "Raise your hand if you like Jimbo," and like 2 people put their hands up, and then like Jimbo would be like running to like the teacher and be like, "Miss, they're making me feel bad," and then our grade 5 teacher basically walked in one day and was like, "This is bullcrap." She was like, "I've put cameras into this room and I'll check them to see."
Oh my god.
Do you not remember this?
Cameras?
Yeah, she's like, "I have little cameras, like little security cameras."
Was it a bluff or like?
And
it was obviously.
And I check them. I check them to see if there's any popularity contests going on. And everyone, dude, I swear on my life, for 6 months after that, everyone was like, "You told you to be quiet. The cameras." And then I was just like, these people. My dad had a company, owned a company at the time. That's purpose was to install security cameras. Mm-hmm. His stock was in my like front foyer for 3 years. I know how big security cameras are. That teacher was blowing smoke out her ass, and everyone's like, "Dude, we can't share snacks, dude. The cameras are on." And I'm just like, these people are so dumb. And then I didn't say anything because I always knew. Mm-hmm. But like all like it was Cindy, dude. Come back out of the wedding, it was just like, "We can't do any more popularity contests. Dude. What are we gonna do?
What are we gonna do? Why can't we be total assholes to each other?"
I know. And then Danielle, producer Danielle, there was one time at lunchtime, a girl got angry and hit another girl with her lunchbox. Okay, now she remembers. And then basically she went, "Ow, you bitch."
Oh no. Wait, what grade was this? 5?
5. Danielle, say something.
Okay, so I was there.
Okay.
This whole fight started over silly bands.
Oh my god.
Man.
So basically, that person who was hit with a lunchbox, which by the way had a thermos in it,
Ooh.
not nice.
They could have gotten seriously hurt.
Yeah, right?
That was my best friend at the time, and we were looking at each other's silly bands, just having a great time. And someone had left their silly bands, and so we were looking at them, and we're going to say, "Oh, do you want to trade?" And she thought that the other person, like my friend, was trying to steal her silly bands.
This is the pettiest shit.
And got really angry.
So she just.
Threw.
Yeah.
She went like that.
Oh my god.
So then, like,
wait, what grade was
My
this?
friend,
5.
This was in grade 5.
Oh my god.
My friend's okay, but.
So they got into like an argument, and then over the course of the argument, one of them was like, "You're such a bitch," and then she was like, "No, I'm not." And then the girl who called her the bitch, this just for reference, this is the same girl who last week said that babies came from storks. So she went, "I'm telling," and when you tell on someone, you usually tell on the other person, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, not for her.
Well,
She storms over to the lunch monitor and she just goes, "Miss, I called Danielle's best friend a bitch." Fucking dumbass. Do you remember this?
Wait, this is a baby stork girl?
Yeah.
You have
And
to
then-
reveal the identity.
I'm not
No.
gonna reveal the identity.
Okay, not on
Yeah.
air.
So then she
Not
was
on
just
air.
like,
I'm trying to dox him.
dude, this is exactly what the French teacher's reaction was. I remember it. She just went, like, and then she was like, "What did you say?" And then they got into like, a violent argument, like she and the girl. Like, why would you say that? Like, what was your like, like,
So,
Je m'appelle Anglais.
I was gonna say that too. Like, you're selling just like he's like angry, and she's like, "Oh, pamplemousse."
Tabernacle.
I'm trying to think of French words. Like,
but yeah.
she's like, "S'il vous plaît," like fucking. Oh my god. So.
Oh my god.
She like the girl got angry and like stormed out of the classroom. And I think she got like suspended for like a day or something. It was a Friday, not like it mattered. But like, dude, that girl was like a consistent problem in that class. Like she would get kicked out of class. Grade 5. Get kicked out of the class for like for basically saying this class is bullshit.
Oh my god.
She was like 10. And then it got to the point where like one day she's like stormed out of the classroom.
This doesn't matter. It's 5th grade.
Well, fucking babies also don't come from storks, so. So like, I remember one day the teachers went up to the phone and was just like, "Hi, Beth's coming down to the office again." Anyway, it just like goes back to it.
Oh my god.
Dude, it became such a normal occurrence that like whenever she would do it for the first like few times, it was like, dude, this is like a big event. Like, oh my god, I'm putting away my phonics book. Holy shit. Remember phonics? And like then like and it would be like, dude, I'm gonna put away my like where we were reading like fudge, like Super Fudge or something.
Yo, Tales of a 4th Grade Nothing. That's
No, that's what we read in 4th grade. I read Tales of 4th
yo,
grade. Nothing.
that book's hella good.
Dude, those books are all really good.
I love those books. Shout out to Judy Blume.
Yeah, dude, Judy Blume has like a masterclass.
Are you
see
there,
that?
God? It's me, Margaret.
That's one of the best jokes in Deadpool. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Where he stabs the dude in the dick and he's just like, "Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret." I fucking lost my shit.
Wait, Judy Blume Canadian?
I think so. She's from Toronto.
I don't know.
Because we're supposed to know this because Battle of the Books.
I don't know. Yo, Battle of the Books was lit.
Anyway,
Whatever.
one last quick story. I remember in my second private school, because I went to 2. One day, this is in senior kindergarten.
Judy Blume. So our producer Danielle just told us that Judy Blume is an American author.
Fuck.
So we're just stupid.
Yeah. Thank you.
Um,
Thank you for fact checking.
This is why Danielle's here. So basically, I remember this is like the first. This is in senior kindergarten. So this is like the first time you're going to school all day, right? It's your first time away from your parents for a prolonged period of time. I remember, kid, piece of shit. Ironically, that has to do with the story. Walks up to the teacher and he's like, "I have to go to the bathroom," and she's like, "Okay." Look at the teacher, like, "Okay, go to the bathroom," and he's like, "Can you wipe my ass?"
Wait, what? How old was he?
You're like 6. Oh my god! He didn't say. Oh my god! He didn't say ass. He didn't say ass. And then the teacher was just like, "What? No." So. Oh my god! I imagine that kid in the bathroom later just being like, "How do I do this?" I'm so confused. He's like, "I'm so confused. Like, do I?" And like, I think about that a lot because
Why do you think?
this kid's fucking like 6. He's almost 7. He should know this shit. But like, I don't know, man. Because then, come to find out, he's a born again Christian now.
Oh, wow.
Same.
Dude, the 3 born again Christians I know are Wet My Butt Kid, Ralph, and Justin Drew Bieber. So those are my
middle name. Okay. Maybe you'll be the next man. I don't know.
Justin Drew Bieber from Sudbury, Ontario, Canada.
Damn.
He's actually from.
Yo, why are you trying to dox him? Joking.
Stratford.
Stratford. I've been to his hometown.
So have I went there for the Shakespeare Festival.
I actually
Whoa.
went for his house because of my sister. It's crazy.
Really?
I have pictures. It's like I'm not even lying.
In front of his house.
Yeah, my sister like my dad. Okay, we drove all the way to fucking Stratford. Literally, we ate at like the same restaurant that he ate at.
Oh my god.
Like,
Y'all just had a Justin Bieber day.
Like we're in the fucking like we're on like in front of like some normal ass house, and then my sister like, okay, Dad, I'm gonna go on this driveway now. Take a picture of me. And then my dad like takes a picture like on his like newly bought DSLR. This is like 2011. The settings weren't even right. It came out, it was bad.
It was like
We went
overexposed.
to like the YMCA that he went to. It was crazy.
Oh my god.
You had a Justin Drew Bieber day.
Yeah, I did, low key.
That's
JDB.
That's actually wild. Yo, that's intense.
Yeah.
That's an elementary school story. Right
Did you see
there.
that picture of that video of Billie Eilish watching a Justin Bieber
Oh,
video when
yeah.
she was like 12?
Yeah.
That's messed up. I don't like that.
I didn't see the video. I didn't watch it. But
I watched it. It's just like Bieber like with his shirt off, and then it just cuts to like her when she's like 11, and she just goes. It's actually pretty funny. That picture of Billie Eilish wearing like the blue thing.
What blue thing?
You have to know what I'm talking about. It's like
Blue
her like
thing.
this, and she's wearing like the long like flowy like big blue thing.
I don't know anything about Billie Eilish.
You don't know what I'm talking
I don't know
about?
what you're talking about, man. I'm sorry.
Do you have your phone on you? Can I send you a picture of it? I was gonna Google Billie Eilish blue thing.
Everyone, Google Billie Eilish blue thing to follow along with Ryan.
I can't find the fucking picture. It's
Maybe
just
it doesn't
sweaters
exist.
with pictures of Billie Eilish on it. Also, wait. Side note: Billie Eilish always looks like she's about to sneeze, and it really bothers me.
Yo, it's insane. You know what's wild? These people that are
Here
like
it is.
hella famous and they're like younger than us.
Yeah, I think she's
She's 17, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
01 or 02. That's crazy.
this shit. Wait, I can't turn it.
You can't just send it to him in our group chat. He has his phone right in front of him.
Is that a photoshopped picture I just sent you? I don't know if that's real or not.
Yo, his phone's about to die.
Yeah.
Ah! I have hiccups now.
Oh my god, it's not.
Yo, it's not loading. Well, sucks.
Anyway, I always thought the picture was weird.
Oh,
We had
wait,
some-
got it.
You see?
Man, what the fuck?
Right?
It looks like she works in a factory, but like. Oh, she looks like the Willy Wonka thing. Like.
Oh, like
Oh, like
Oh,
Violet Bullard.
yeah, when
People
she-
have been posting pictures of that.
Yeah.
An interesting thing came across my my desk today from my secretary. It said that our hometown is being combined with the two neighboring towns.
Wait, what? You mentioned this before, how this was gonna be one of the topics, but I actually have no idea what this is.
Okay, Ralph, do you have like an understanding of this?
I just know they're trying to amalgamate it. Like,
Okay, so
just like they did to Toronto in '99.
we live in Oakville.
Yeah, we've mentioned it before.
We mentioned it several times before.
Yeah.
We live in Oakville. Couple towns over from Toronto.
Yeah.
40-minute drive ish.
Yeah.
Our two neighboring towns are Burlington and Milton. Burlington, pretty cool place. Milton, what?
I don't know about Burlington.
That's true. Burlington has some interesting things. Anyway, yeah, Burlington Mall. Yeah, that's how it goes. Oakville Place. Burlington Mall. All of Milton.
Basically.
All of Milton except for that one street at the back. Anyway, a proposition came from our favorite politician, Doug Ford. I believe it was him. Fuck Doug Ford. Anyway,
Gang.
basically,
You have some assassins come to your knocking it.
conservative team, open up. And they're gonna be like, just thinking, like, what would they make me do instead of killing me?
I don't know.
Say a racial slur. Like, I'm sorry. Remember that Papa John's thing?
Oh, like he like said it in a meeting or something.
Yeah, and then he was like, I was forced to say it.
He's
Fucking say it.
People were like posting like narratives of like them like, fucking say it, Papa John. And he's like, I don't want to say it. It goes against my morals as a person. And then we were in Niagara and Ralph made us take the picture of him outside the Papa John's.
Oh yeah. Insert photo. I'll send that.
Andrew, what was the... Oh yeah. So basically there was a proposition from the government that said that our 3 towns were going to be merged into one. So the region we all live in is called Halton, and the proposition is that Oakville, Burlington, and will become the city of Halton. My father, love my dad. His opinion is, I'm not really for it, but I will be for it if instead of calling it Halton, the city of Halton, they call it the city of Burlton. Oak Burlton or something. Or no, it was something like Burmiltonville or something.
Yeah, that actually kind of works.
Burmiltonville. He was like, I'll only support it if it's called Burmiltonville because that'll be the funniest shit. Can you imagine writing down your address? 123 Sesame Street, Burmiltonville, Ontario. Anyway,
Yeah, what the fuck?
that's such a weird... I can't imagine that actually happening.
We're gonna have to be going like, yeah, we're from Halton,
That's so
Ontario.
fucking
That's
stupid.
so weird.
Everyone knows Oakville, Burlington, and Milton.
Okay, not everyone knows.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Everyone who, I mean, okay, that's fair. Not everyone knows. Some people don't know.
GTA.
If you're from the GTA, yeah, but
That's
like, yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough. But like, I don't know, man. We have like famous people that came from Oakville. There are hockey players from Oakville.
It's like
There's a Power Ranger who came from Oakville.
they filmed The Santa Claus,
Right?
starring Tim Allen.
All 3 of them were filmed here.
Like, sure.
Chris is from Oakville? Where are we gonna... What is Chris's Wikipedia page gonna say in 10 years? From
From Halton,
from
Ontario.
Burmiltonville. Burmiltonville, Ontario, formerly called Oakville. That's so stupid. Anyway, I just wanted to bring that up because I think that's fucking stupid.
That's wild.
I mean, I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, fact-checked me.
Danielle, fact check Ralph.
The amalgamation of Toronto in 1999. That's how, like, Scarborough and, like, North
Scarborough, Etobicoke.
Yeah, that's how they all became part of Toronto. In 1999, they amalgamated it.
Is that why they're still technically considered different regions?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, the municipality of, like, Scarborough and shit, but it's, like, Toronto. So I guess that would be, like, the same thing, except for...
So
Halton.
is that why, like...
So we'll still be like kind of known as Oakville, like our
Yeah.
place in Halton, but we're the city of Halton.
So is that why, like, if you go to Scarborough, like,
It's still
down
the city
off
of
of, like,
Toronto.
Dundas, there's still, like, Scarborough City Hall?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
So, yeah, just a little history for you there. So that might just happen to Halton, but I don't know.
That's stupid, though. Dude,
Is
I
the
work
facts
for
correct?
Oakville, though. I work for the city.
Damn. The town.
Town.
It's gonna be the city of Halton.
That's
Well,
so stupid.
our producer shrugged her shoulders when fact checking. So
now she's rubbing her eyes. Okay, I think it's time for Danielle to, like, check out. Thank you for coming out, Danielle. I think we're running out of time here. Danielle, can we check time?
2 minutes?
2 minutes until we hit an hour.
Okay, 2 minutes will be an hour. So we got about a couple more minutes.
Yeah.
To end this off, I was thinking about this last. We were talking about this a few days ago. Don't want to give away anything we're working on. Are there any unrealized personal projects or anything farther back GOOSHLEMS related that we have abandoned?
Oswald Griffin's journal.
Oh, that was
First one.
You know, Ralph and I actually wanted to continue making that even years after, like maybe
we
up to
even after I joined, we've like discussed briefly
yeah.
doing something with it.
Because here's the thing, I have all the footage, right? I have all the footage from the original thing, and I was like, what if we took all the 6th grade footage and used that as like flashbacks and like kind of like
That was the
build-up?
last time we talked about
Yeah.
it. Like, I don't know if Ralph was there. I know specifically me and you discussed
I
it.
don't remember. But yeah, you definitely have to, like, create, like, a whole new thing to, like, polish it up.
Yeah, it would, because if you read the script now, it's it is shit. It's pretty shit. Thank you.
Calling out Chris's work, Ralph? Come on.
I
man.
mean, like,
my
hey, you're in
6th
grade
grade-
6.
My
I'm
6th
sorry.
grade work.
Dude, I found some 6th grade scripts.
I mean, I wrote my shit like a play, so
That's fair enough, too.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
that's
sure it's
fine.
like 20 something pages. 20 or 30 pages
Yeah,
maybe.
but even for like being like what 11, 12, that's a
Yeah,
pretty,
I was
that's
like
pretty
12.
that's a pretty solid
Yeah, that's pretty good.
amount. Like I don't know.
How about you, Ryan?
Fucking Ryan Peckerton shit.
Oh, that's a classic right there.
Okay, so if you ever follow me on Twitter, every so often I post Ryan Peckerton stuff. That's Chris's favorite thing in the entire world.
Dude, once you revealed that name, I like burst out laughing.
He was like,
So
I think
good.
you were actually like tearing up.
It was great.
So that's why every time, if you don't follow me, but a Ryan Peckerton thing comes across your timeline, that means I tweeted it and he retweeted it. Because every time something Ryan Peckerton related comes up, he retweets it.
We've hit an hour.
Oh, have we?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a few more minutes left.
Wait, okay, refresh me on the Ryan Peckerton stuff, because I don't think I'm...
Okay, so before I met you in person,
Mhm.
this is like 2 years ago? Almost 3?
3.
2016.
Yeah.
I came up with this idea for a series of movies, similar to the movies Kevin Smith did in the 90s, where basically it all took place in the same universe. But it was all like separate stories, but the only thing that connected all of them was this one character named Ryan Peckerton, who was like originally supposed to be played by me.
Oh my god.
Dude, Ryan Peckerton's here. Dude. He's like, make a movie. Ryan Peckerton's Big Adventure. Anyway, basically, the whole idea was the first movie would be Ryan Peckerton. It was just like a one-man thing. Basically, Ryan Peckerton like talking about how much he hates his life.
Oh,
Because
sad.
mirroring how upset I was at my life when I was 16. Then there was supposed to be... And the thing that I thought was kind of clever is that Ryan Peckerton was never like a main character unless his name was in the title. He was always like a side character.
Yeah.
Who was like not in the forefront of the story. So the second one was 7 Steps. Was it?
Oh shit! No, this.
I actually what was it? Oh my god! Why did I?
Love in 7 Steps.
Love in 7 Steps. Well, I still think that's one of the best things I've ever written.
Yeah.
Love in 7 Steps was basically about a guy who falls in love with this girl, and he basically employs this older kid at his high school who doesn't give a shit about him to help him get this girl. And along the way, they have this like ragtag of like misfits help him like get with this girl. Mm-hmm. One of them being Ryan Peckerton, who like was just kind of like, sure, why not help? And that was the first one. The second one was Thrift Store Wars, which I also really liked, to the point where I was like, I found a thrift store.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about this.
Basically, it's about 2 girls who have no money. 2 best friends, and they're like, oh, dude, we need money. Like, one of them is a musician, and the other is like a science major, and they need money. So they get jobs at a 24-hour thrift store. And the night manager is Ryan Peckerton.
Hey.
And, like, the whole joke is that... I really fucking love this idea. So the whole idea is that no one goes to a thrift store at 3 a.m. So they find out that the thrift store is... The plaza that the thrift store is in has been purchased by a land developer. Mm-hmm. And they're the only store that's refused to get bought out. So it's basically... throughout, like, this week that they're working, the shady rich people try to, like... destroy the store so they can like so they're forced to like sell it to them.
Damn.
And it's basically the 2 girls and Ryan Peckerton defending the store from these like dudes. And I thought that was a really like wild idea.
I like that.
This is an unrealized
I still want to write them.
Announced project.
Right.
This Till the End of the World, which we posted on our Twitter and we posted on their Instagram for sure.
Did we post the character posters?
We did. We did.
That was the first GOOSHLEMS thing I was supposed to direct. Too.
Yeah. And we started filming it. We did a photo shoot for it.
Wait, we have to mention, we started filming it in minus 30 degrees in a fucking blizzard.
We
I
filmed.
was wearing fucking Vans skate highs.
We filmed
Yeah.
2 shots, and we were like, okay, let's peace out.
Because to be fair, it was
freezing.
fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Your dad was doing like Tai Chi.
His dad was like doing like karate moves to keep warm. I love Chris's dad. He's just like, welcome to Toronto.
But yeah, and we never finished it, and it was supposed to be a Voltron fan film, for my good friend Elisar Haydar for their birthday. Unfortunately, it never came into fruition. We never finished it. Honestly, I've actually mentioned this to Ryan recently. I would repurposed it. Like the story itself is actually good. It's self-contained.
Yeah.
It was just set in the world of Voltron, so
It was like a
wasn't.
15-minute thing.
It was
15, 20
like
minutes?
it was like 23 pages. So yeah,
It wasn't long.
yeah, it wasn't long, and like it wouldn't be hard to do, and like honestly, you could just repurpose it, take out the Voltron stuff, and like it would actually be a pretty good like sci-fi short film, to be honest.
I mean, I guess the other big one from me was Nerds.
That's
I was gonna say
I
nothing.
wanted you to mention that.
The thing with Nerds, I think we probably did more on Nerds than we did for Till the End of the World, because we also had a photo shoot done.
Yeah.
We had the entire opening scene shot, which granted had no dialogue.
We went to that convention together.
We paid to go to a sci. So basically, Nerds of the Many was about two like sci-fi fans who leave a convention and they hate each other because one's a Star Wars fan, the other's a Star Trek fan.
Yep.
Which was kind of like born out of me noticing that people at sci-fi conventions fucking hate each other for really stupid reasons. Not so much at sci-fi conventions, but if you go online, people like fucking like at each other's throats over stupid shit. And I was like, I just always thought it'd be kind of funny to have like two people who like have literally really in the grand scheme of things the stupidest reason to hate each other. But
They do.
And the whole idea was that they have to get home after a bus home from their convention is canceled, and they basically start this walk journey home. It was 80, close to not 80 pages. It was pretty like maybe like 40, 50 pages.
I think you sent me the script recently. I think it was like 60 pages.
I'm gonna pull it up.
It was like around 60 something pages, and like
We had it fully casted. We had a lot of people that were like
On board.
yeah.
I had a crew ready. I had someone that was gonna compose the music. I had someone that was you were gonna shoot it.
Was I?
Yeah.
I guess I was. I'm sorry.
59 pages.
Oh.
And like I don't know, man. I thought that was really good, and it just kind of like I don't know, life kind of like hit hard during that time. Money was tight for me, so like we just never did it. Although we have ideas of how to revive it. And
Dude, I was reading, like, I asked Ryan to send me the script again, because, like, I remember when he sent me that first draft, and I actually, like, I really enjoyed it. It's pretty funny, guys.
And so you want to talk about what our plans are for it?
Sure. That's how we'll end this off.
Yeah. So announcement. We're gonna be starting GOOSHLEMS audio. Not audio scripts.
Yeah, audio scripts, not audio books, audio scripts.
So Danielle, do you know about this, producer?
I haven't told her about this.
So we're gonna be starting GOOSHLEMS audio scripts. The whole idea is we're gonna take some of our unrealized projects. We can even throw Dear Amy in there just because I never filmed the ending.
Oh.
Actually, you know what? That could work.
No, we could just. I feel like we could just finish Dear Amy.
Okay, we're gonna finish Dear Amy. But basically the whole idea is we're gonna get, because both of those films were already casted, so that and Till the End of the World. We don't know if we're gonna do Till the End of the World yet. Yeah. 100%, but Nerds 100% we're gonna do. Basically we're gonna take it and we're going to we're gonna kind of like do like an audio dramatization of it with the original cast of the full 60-page script.
Yeah.
So keep a lookout for that. That won't be super soon.
Yeah, but we'll do it eventually.
We'll do it eventually, and we have like we can even do like other stuff. We can do like audio dramas almost, like short scripts. Basically, just kind of another creative avenue for us to keep you guys tied in to GOOSHLEMS stuff outside of projects and the podcast.
Yeah, because honestly, like we haven't like this podcast is the most consistent we've uploaded on this channel.
every week.
Every week. And like it actually makes me pretty happy that we're coming out with consistent content.
Yeah.
Because there's always like a couple months, like at least 6-month gaps in between our stuff.
I'm gonna pull up the channel quickly. Especially the last like year. So during the whole post from now on thing, we basically stopped. One, just because like the from now on hard drive fiasco was kind of a huge morale thing where we kind of just stopped making stuff.
From now on was such a difficult thing to put together, and we felt so proud that we actually were able to do it, and the fact that we lost it.
Just to put this in perspective, I don't know if we should be tooting our own horns or not, but we shot a feature film in a week.
Yeah.
And most feature films, like we said earlier on in the podcast, like 2 months maybe to shoot. We did something really amazing there. And after losing it, we were just kind of like, we need to like bring it down a little.
Yeah.
So if you look at it, we were doing stuff like every few months in 2017, 2016, 2017. And then afterwards, we literally did 3 things. We literally did a small short.
Can I have this dance?
No, we did Our World is Beautiful first.
Oh, yeah, that's the PSA. But that... Okay, here's the thing.
That was a school thing.
Every single one of the future things after was for school, except for Can I Have This Dance?
Yes. And if you want to count it, Dab Foo and...
Oh, yeah, Dab Foo.
The Ryan Tocheri music video.
Oh, yes.
We're also just... So, like, Dab Foo we had planned.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Dab Forever is also planned.
It's planned, guys. It's
So many planned stuff.
I started... I don't know if... I should probably bring this up. I don't know when Dab Forever is coming out. I started, like, doing a second draft of that. There's a revision. Because I was rereading it. I'm like, some of this is kind of choppy. We need to fix it.
Also, some of it only works for last year.
Yeah. So, I've started fixing it. So, I don't know when that's coming out. We can probably knock that out quickly.
Yeah.
But, other than that, like, doing the podcast has been something consistent. And then the last thing we did, the last short we released was Silent Treatment. But that was for school.
It was still for school. Yeah.
That was your short for school.
Yeah.
And, like, even then, I don't know when my short for school is even going to come out, because there's a lot of editing to do with it. So, like, basically, what we wanted to do is we want to, like, do GOOSHLEMS stuff a lot more, in a lot more consistent way. And the biggest issue with that is our stuff doesn't come out quickly.
Yeah.
The podcast can come out quickly. Record for an hour and a half once a week, and then we can probably have it edited in a few hours and up. But doing a short film takes getting actors.
Yeah.
It takes
A long-ass time.
shooting, and that's the reason why we sort of take so long to put stuff out. And that's one of the reasons we're so proud of the podcast, I guess, because we do it in a very consistent way.
Yeah.
So, GOOSHLEMS audio scripts, or we'll figure out a name for it. That's sort of a way to put some of our projects that we maybe don't have time for, or that we can't make right now, to put them up. Will they appear as an actual film eventually? We don't know.
Yeah. Maybe, maybe not.
Maybe not. But it's something that new that's coming out, because we have, like, people are very supportive of us. And that's great, because we have some great fans out there. Especially our good friend Bridger Bear. DM me, Bridger Bear. So that's just something we're gonna be doing in the future.
No, like, we want to, like, especially we have 3 channels, y'all.
Yeah, especially
they should just be.
Yo,
they should
look
put
out
to
for
use
the vlogs.
making
I'll be
burgers.
doing that.
vlogs.
Yeah, burger vlog coming soon. Waterloo vlog already out.
Gang. Love Ralph.
Movie reaction.
Movie reaction is coming out. We've discussed movie reviews, or is that more your thing?
I mean, I was gonna do that my thing, but, like, for my channel. Also, I'm starting to release stuff on my channel, youtube.com/goosh. Wait, GOOSHLEMS, what the fuck? I mean, yeah, subscribe to youtube.com/gooshlems, but also youtube.com/thatgoosh now. My channel.
I have a video coming out in the next 2 weeks.
Hey.
It's a video essay type thing on Captain America Civil War.
Hey, that's sick. Yo, I'm excited.
About my personal connection with it. So, youtube.com/RideTalk12. We're gonna throw that up there. Gentlemen, we are about hour 10 minutes.
Well,
Damn.
it's been a good one.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's good to be back.
It's good to be back together, guys.
Right? This is good. This is the most fun I've had in a long time. It's good talking with you guys over the internet, but it's good seeing you guys face to face.
Yeah, this is wild.
We had some good times.
Had some good burgers.
We had some good burgers. We
Yeah.
had some good discussions. If you don't know how to wipe your ass, learn how to wipe your ass.
Yeah, okay, you know who I thought of?
one more story. One little story. Okay, so some kid in it was SK or JK.
So we are thinking about the same thing.
Some kid who was a friend of ours. He was one of those kids that pulled their pants down all the way
Oh
to
no!
to take a piss.
Oh no!
And this kid left the door
Oh my
open.
lord.
Left
No.
the door open, and you know how in in kindergarten.
Oh,
like,
no, I know what you're
usually
talking-
you have like there's one bathroom in there
Yes.
just for the classroom.
Uh-huh.
So this kid just leaves the door open, and and then like I just remember other kids like crowding to the open door.
What?
They're like, look, he's peeing with his pants down.
Dude, you were 6.
No, we were like 5 or 4.
Dude, you were 4 or 5, and even then they knew that was the wrong way to do it.
Straight ass cheeks. Like he'd do it like periodically too, and then she'd like become normal. They're like, oh shit, his cheeks are out again. Like, just play with the Play-Doh, it's fine. Ignore it.
And with that,
Ladies and gentlemen, it's always great to be back here doing No One's Gonna Listen.
No one's gonna listen.
Thank you for watching or listening. You can find us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and
Google Podcasts, bunch of stuff.
thanks to Anchor.
Yeah.
Thank you to the Cruz family for allowing us to film in their house.
Amen.
Thank you to Danielle for being our producer.
Thank you,
Amen to that.
moderator and producer.
Thank you to my co-hosts. Love you boys very much.
Thank you for coming, Ryan.
I'm Ryan Tocheri. That's Chris. That's Ralph. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. We'll see you again next week. Same Goosh time, same Goosh channel.
The outro now.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.